Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Bumbletron, back out with another video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the LEGO Indiana Jones set number 77012 Fighter Plane Chase. I got this as a Christmas present. It is still Christmas Day when I am recording this. Thank you very much to my good friend that got me this for Christmas, obviously. But yeah, if you like this, hit like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload, all that good stuff. And yeah, so before we start and actually build this thing, first off, actually, sorry for the weird angle. It is a 0.5, zoom. That's why it's sitting all weird, but it's the only way this camera wants to cooperate, really. But anyway, you can see we have Fighter Pilot, we have Professor Henry Jones Sr., and we have Indiana Jones himself. You can see on the box here, we got the little car, we have the sign that says Berlin, and we have the big plane. Obviously, it says Indiana Jones at the top here, with Indy himself, the LEGO logo, 8+. Here we have the top with 3 minifigures, and another one of Indy's dad. At least I assume it's Indy's dad. It's been a while since I've watched the films. Here we have the picture again. On that side, we've also got that picture. On the bottom, we have that stuff. And on the back of the box, we have a different picture of the two vehicles. We have the two, Indy and Jones Jr. or Jones Sr. with the car, them driving, the plane chasing them into a tunnel, and the fact you can take the wings off a plane, which I assume shows that's for this, because it kind of looks like the plane's missing its wings, as I assume it follows them into the tunnel. Again, I haven't seen this in a while, so do bear with me on that. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to hopefully try and time-lapse this, and then obviously show you what it looks like when done. So yeah, without further ado, let's go try and do this, and hope to God it works. So yeah, let's go. So here we have half of the set. Here we have the other half of the set, which I'll take a look at it half at a time, just to try and make life easier on myself. Which, here we have bag 1, which we have the car, Indy, Jones Sr., and the little Berlin sign, which if we set these two off to the side, and ignore the giant shadow in the background, you can see it just is a little sign that says Berlin, with a warning symbol for a tunnel. You see it's got like a little bit of shrubbery here, got the sign obviously on the ground, and a little bit of ground so that to show they're in like a deserty area, the looks of things in the box art, which it's just a sign. It's the first thing you build aside some Indy and Mr. Senior. Which you can see the car. We'll take these two out and set them to the side for a moment, just so that I can take a look at them in more detail in a moment. You can see the car's detail, not too bad. Got stickers on the sides. Do not have a sticker on the back for the quote-unquote spare tire. You see the wheels are actually inverted on this. Instead of having the actual rims out, it's got the inner wheel. You see the front, got the headlights and the grille there. Got like the windscreen type steel here, which is an interesting choice of piece. We also have a briefcase and this big treasure chest, or well, not quite a treasure chest per se, but a big chest, which I will take these out. Which you can see there's two jumper, like a giant modified jumper pad here, and a little slot for the briefcase to go in when the actual whole thing's put together. So yeah, set the car back there. You see a little briefcase. It's a little briefcase. What do you expect? Very cool. You can give it to Jones Senior if it wants to hold in his hand properly, which you can have him like waltzing about with it. Whatever, that's pretty cool. Which, in saying that, oops, sugar, try not to knock the plane off the table. Here we have Jones Senior, which honestly pretty good detail. Could have done with a tiny bit in the legs, I feel like maybe, but honestly not bad at all. I actually really do like this figure. Hopefully it doesn't blur out too much. You see his torso there with the jacket, little sort of waistcoat, the little bow tie there as well. Very, very nicely detailed. You can see his face also. He's kind of got like a happy expression there which if you turn it around, he does not have a second face, though he's got a tiny bit of detail on the back of his torso there. And obviously he's got his little like explorer hat, which does have to sit in a specific way because, you know, that sits too far down, so you have to make sure it's sitting the right way, which is very cool. Set him there. We do have the treasure chest, as I was talking about there, which inside the treasure chest, if you open it, we have Indy's whip, which I'll set off to the side. Tip out the rest of the items. We have, if I move my hands out of the way properly, a little umbrella, which also is for Jones Sr., as I'm going to just keep calling him for the rest of this video, so I do apologize if that's annoying, but I think you can, oh, I lost his hat. Great. Yeah, you can hold it like that, which is pretty cool. My first time having an umbrella piece in my minifigures ever. Then, if it wants to focus properly, if that wants to fit, there we go. He's got his umbrella and his briefcase. Stick his hat back on, make sure it goes the right way around. Again, and hey presto, little guy. For the other items inside, we have two of these little guns, which are for Indy himself, which I'm going to bring this down a little bit, see a bit there, so then I can get a better look at them up close like this, kind of, which you see Jones Sr. there, though it's out of focus completely. And then here we have Indy himself, which honestly, not a bad mold. This is my first new style Indy. Like, I think I had one like back long time ago kind of thing. But you see, honestly, not bad detail. He's kind of got like a face. He's got his tie, got his shirt, got his jacket, his belt holster with, you know, wow, I actually don't think there's a gun supposed to be in there. There shouldn't, because guns are there, but anyway, on the back you can see just a bit of buckles and whatnot there. And he does have a second face. If you turn it around, it's kind of the more typical Harrison Ford face. Which, my favorite thing about this minifigure actually is the hairpiece, or headpiece. Because it's like a hairpiece mixed with a hat, which you don't see very often. Well, I haven't seen very often in my sort of time of collecting minifigures. So I really like that, because obviously the older style would just have been a hat and you would have seen like the back of it, or just without a hat, you know, at least to my knowledge. So please do correct me down below on the off chance I am wrong. Which, here we have his gun, and here we have his whip, if I can fit the whip in his hand, because it is fully rubber, so it's a bit on more temperamental side, but you see, pretty cool. Oops, try not to drop him. And, you know, you can see how the whip looks there. And here we have the two figures from bag 1 / the car bit, which honestly look pretty cool. We also have this teeny piece. I'm not quite, and I think it's meant to be a book in some capacity, but obviously it's a bit too small to focus properly on camera. So if we put all that to the side, here we have the bigger bit of the build, the plane, which comes with a fully movable rotating propeller, stud shooters and wings, and 3 rolling wheels, though I really don't know what they were 100% thinking. If I can show this off properly on that sort of third landing gear, it looks very interesting. Not bad, but a bit interesting. But yeah, so if I can show this off properly, you can see the front of the plane here with the sort of V8 engine, I assume. Got the wings with these bits here and the stud shooters, which I honestly think this would look decent if you just took the stud shooters off and replaced them with like spare parts. I don't know, the stud shooters make it look a bit too chunky on the wings and not streamlined enough. On the sides, you can see there's little flames coming out there. Got the landing gear on the front, which is very interesting design. I do kind of like it. And the top, if I can show it off by having to do this, you can see the cockpit there with a big sticker on it, which the cockpit just lifts up and off to show my least favorite minifigure and the last minifigure of this video, which in there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, kind of, maybe. Yeah, there's 2 little gauges in there, which is pretty cool. So if we just stick this back on, you can see tail fin and stickers there as well, just to kind of finish showing this off. Set that off to the side. Here we have our third and final minifigure for this video. He is called the Fighter Pilot, which this is not my favorite minifigure, I'm going to have to be honest. It looks a tiny bit too plain, just without having the leg print. I understand Jones Sr. doesn't, but like, I don't know, this just looks a bit plain to me. No pun intended, obviously, because haha, planes. But, you know, just the fact that his whole outfit is the same color, like, you know, I like the fact that he's got like the old school Anakin, like kid Anakin sort of goggle headpiece here, which obviously is just a flight mask from the 40s, when I assume this is one of the older movies. But like, I don't know, the trousers just or the leg just is throwing me off a little bit. Like the torso is decent for what it's meant to be, like, but I don't know, the legs could have done with a bit more detail. But you can see how he looks here with Jones Sr. Sorry, fucking drawn blanks for a second, unfortunately. And with Indy himself, which definitely Indy is the strongest out of the three. This guy, if I didn't have to have him, I probably wouldn't. At least if I had if I was able to upgrade him, like maybe put a better helmet piece on him and definitely better legs than I would, but I don't quite think I had the parts for it. I definitely know I don't have the parts for it. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. He's an alright minifigure. For what he is, it's alright. That's the way I look at it. Like, which, in order to seat him, you can see there's two studs in there that you just, kind of put his feet on, which you kind of have to use your finger to press them down just so he's in there nice and secure. And then once again, just press that on. Hey presto, bam, pilot. And then bam, car as well, which again, I'm just going to sort of disarm everybody, fill up the chest again to kind of show you doing so, which the umbrella goes in, Indy's gun goes in, like that. Then we have Indy's whip, which can technically fit slightly, but it doesn't obviously close the whole way. You can see Indy's whip kind of poking out there, but it just clips onto that jumper pad, like so. Make sure it's all nice and squozen. Maybe lift that up so you could put the briefcase in there, like so. Close that back so it's all covered. Set the plane off to the side so it focuses in some form. Then get Monsieur Senior, put him in the passenger seat. If I'm not going to lose his hat anymore this video, because that... come on, there we go. I swear his hat's the most annoying thing of the set for me, not saying something. But, yeah, and then Indy himself just goes in there in the driver's seat, which goes like so. Like so. Like so. Oh. Like so. There we go. Which you can see how that looks from a front angle in a way. So, which if we just lower that, yeah, you can kind of see what the gist of that is and whatnot. So, yeah, there's that. There's the plane. So the plane takes up most of the shot. And we have the little sign in the middle. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm sorry, this is probably not my best video or best version of this or for what it could be. I'm hopefully going to try and make a camera mount or build a camera mount in some capacity that allows me to do stuff like this, but bear with me please, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you like it, hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload, all that good stuff. Personally, this is like a solid 7 or 8 out of 10, like at least a 7.5. Builds are good. Like, there's a few modifications you could do to the plane, just, take those off and upgrade the minifigure a wee bit. The car, I honestly don't know what you could do to make it better. Like, maybe just get a windscreen piece instead of that. But, like, overall, a solid 7.5. I'd give it an 8 if the minifigure... Well, I'll probably give it an 8.5 if the minifigure is better. But, yeah. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with something else. Goodbye.